Just after midnight on a Thursday, multiple police cruisers arrived at a quiet suburban home in Annandale, Virginia. They were responding to a 911 call from a teenager inside the house. The caller reported that he believed his mother had just been stabbed. Upon entering the home, Fairfax County authorities discovered the initial report was inaccurate. Instead of a stabbing, investigators found a fatal shooting scene. The shooter was Justin Fairfax, who served as the lieutenant governor of Virginia until 2022. Both of the couple's teenage children were inside the home when the shots were fired. The investigation now centers on how one of the state's most prominent political families arrived at such a violent and devastating conclusion. To understand the context, we have to look back at Fairfax's trajectory in state politics, where he once commanded significant momentum. He reached a historic milestone in his election, becoming only the second Black person to ever hold statewide office in Virginia. He spent 4 years at the peak of his public career, serving as the state's lieutenant governor from 2018 to 2022. However, his tenure was overshadowed by 2 separate allegations of sexual assault. Fairfax denied the accusations, but the controversy remained a permanent fixture of his time in office. His political ambitions eventually stalled in 2021, when he lost the primary election for Virginia governor. This public decline created a sharp divergence from his initial historic promise, as the focus shifted from his political future toward a collapsing personal life. While he maintained a high-profile image, the police investigation has since uncovered a different domestic reality. At the time of the shooting, Fairfax and his wife, Cerina, were officially separated, despite still living under the same roof. Police Chief Kevin Davis identified the primary motive as an ongoing dispute involving what he described as a complicated and messy divorce. Forensic evidence found on Thursday morning confirmed the severity of the attack. Bullet casings located near Cerina Fairfax showed she had been shot multiple times. Investigators found no evidence of a prolonged struggle or a pause between shots. The immediate nature of the violence, described by police as spontaneous, marked an abrupt end to a once prominent career. The news triggered an immediate reaction across Virginia's political landscape as former colleagues responded to the tragedy. Former Governor Ralph Northam, who served alongside Fairfax, stated that he and his wife were devastated by the heartbreaking news. While the political shockwaves are significant, they are secondary to the actual human cost. The permanent victims are the 2 teenage children, who lost both parents and experienced the trauma of being present in the home during the shooting. The perpetrator's political context does not change the reality of the crime. This was an instance of fatal domestic abuse that permanently destroyed a family. If you or someone you know is facing domestic abuse, resources are available. You can contact Befrienders Worldwide or your local domestic abuse action line for help.